Man here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. Post-fight review to Robert Easter Jr. versus Adrian Granados. Just got finished watching that, man. In which Robert Easter Jr. takes basically the majority decision and takes the victory over Adrian Granados. Basically, it became a balls to the walls kind of fight down the stretch. Adrian Granados with putting constant pressure on Robert Easter Jr. Robert Easter Jr. attempting to box in this fight. We hear his corner constantly and throughout the fight telling him to go back to boxing, go back to boxing, go back to boxing. Everybody know what the criticism is on Robert Easter Jr. Tall, long fighter that doesn't like to fight tall and long, and he gets sucked into these brawls and he takes a lot of punishment. He could have well easily been knocked down in this fight tonight. You know what I'm saying? But he took the punches well. Adrian Granados' power wasn't pretty much there, though it became a phone booth fight down the stretch. Adrian Granados' power at 140 just doesn't look like it was there. I mean, Paulie Malignaggi was saying it perfect. Robert Easter Jr., every time he was coming forward, and when he was kind of getting hit by Adrian Granados, it wasn't stopping his momentum. Now, the controversy of this fight, the judges' scorecards, 97 and 93, 98 and 92, and here's the one, 100 to 90, 100 to 90. That's 10 rounds. That means basically you didn't give one round to Adrian Granados, 100 to 90. That's a disgrace. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, then here's another going to be at a bit of controversy. The punch stats. Adrian Granados literally outlanded Robert Easter Jr. 391 punches to 239 total punches. Every round, Adrian Granados outlanded Robert Easter Jr. because he was constantly working. He was constantly putting pressure on Robert Easter Jr., constantly coming forward. Robert Easter Jr. may get through one half of each round, tops, if that, attempting the box. He may come out in maybe the first minute of a round attempting the box, maybe get halfway through that minute, and then he'll get sucked into that phone booth fight. The type of fight that his corner don't want to see him fight, the type of fight that a lot of his fans keep screaming they don't want to see him fight, but he gets sucked into these fights. You know what I'm saying? Adrian Granados, man, he felt as though he was robbed in this fight tonight. He felt as though he outworked Robert Easter Jr., clearly outlanded Robert Easter Jr. I mean, it is what it is. You say, bro, is the fight over? Yes, the fight is over. Robert Easter Jr. takes the victory. Majority decision, man. Scorecards 97 and 93, 98 to 92. Now, the 97 and 93, that's reasonable. That's 4 rounds. 98 to 92, reasonable. But 100 to 90, nah, bro. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? It was much, much closer than that. I gave Adrian Granados many, many more rounds. Now, as far as the punch stats concerned, I mean, yeah, Adrian Granados was digging. He does outland Robert Easter Jr. big in the numbers, no doubt about it. But this ain't amateur boxing. And you got to say that Robert Easter Jr., whenever he was getting his punches off, what he was doing is he was getting close on Adrian Granados a lot of times. And then he would kind of push Adrian Granados off or create a little bit of separation and then let his hands go. So his punches look much more cleaner. They look much more crisp. You know what I'm saying? And this is the reason why I think they pretty much judge Robert Easter Jr.'s punches a little different than they did for Adrian Granados. I know a lot of y'all might not feel as though that's the right thing to do, but I think that's what the judges were looking at. Adrian Granados' punches more so were close quarters. He was digging a lot of them. Some of them could be considered punches. Some of them maybe could not. Some of them were rubbing off the gloves. Some of them maybe were not. So I don't know, man. Maybe that's the way the judges saw the punches, because if you look at the stats, if you just went by the numbers, like if you didn't see this fight and you just look at an article on it, you're going to be like, damn, man, he outpunched him and outlanded him in the power punches and the jabs each and every round. I mean, how did he lose this fight? But you'll see that the cleaner punching, you know what I'm saying? The more honestly, the more decisive power punching, even though Adrian Granados led in the power punching department, the more cleaner power punches were coming from Robert Easter Jr. You know what I mean? How many rounds did Granados take? Well, according to the judges, not many. But in my opinion, now this was a 10-round fight. So I gave Adrian Granados, man, I say he at least got 4 of those rounds. This was about a 6-4 fight for me. You know what I'm saying? But I said I gave him at least 4 of those rounds. And it's more so down the stretch. Robert Easter Jr. and Adrian Granados both got tired in this fight. If this was a 12-round fight, it would have favored Adrian Granados. Robert Easter Jr. won, Marquise. Robert Easter Jr. won. He won, but he got sucked into a brawl. He got sucked into one of his traditional phone booth fights. That's why I keep telling, but the thing is, though, one of my criticisms on Robert Easter is when he attempts to box, to me, sometimes it doesn't fit natural to him. The one thing I'm noticing about Robert Easter, man, he needs to work on them legs, man. He needs to do more squats, in my opinion, or work on them legs and them calves. Because when he attempts to move around, he does a good job of it. But it's almost tires him. It tires him out, and he stops doing it to kind of get into that phone booth fight to honestly regain some energy. But it him in the way. Hit that thumbs up for me as y'all come on in. Lewis Coleman says, who won the fight? I didn't see it. I was watching ESPN Plus and watching Michigan destroy Notre Dame all day. Robert Easter Jr. won the fight, majority decision. Judges scorecards 97 and 93, 98, 92. And get this, Lewis, 100 to 90, bro. 100 to 90. Come on, bro. 10, that's a whitewash. You know what I'm saying? He needs to push a sled, if you ask me. But the thing about Adrian Granados, man, like, he one gear Adrian Granados. You know what I mean? Both of these fighters look like they did a lot of connecting, which if you ain't seen the fight and you see the playback, you'll see there was a lot of connecting going on in this fight. It was a phone booth style fight for over half of this fight. But the deal is, no one was really, like, the power department was, it was like all of this connecting and the punches. Some of them look good, but you could clearly see, like, that these dudes they were more tired than hurt. And it was just a lack of power from both opponents. Robert Easter Jr.'s power doesn't look like it's going to do too well for him at 140. And Adrian Granados' power, man, him coming down from welterweight to 140 doesn't look anywhere near strong. He says this is his natural weight, but I don't think so. Rocket Strikes 89. What up, famo? What's up with you, man? Good Saturday, man, all day. So far, so good. Can't wait to take in that Shakur Stevenson joint, man. That's the one I'm waiting on right there, bruh. That's the one, you know what I'm saying? But so far, so good, man. You see that Josh Taylor take it earlier, man? And I'm going to talk more about that fight tomorrow, man. On probably tomorrow, we'll do a We Talking Boxing on the mic, and we'll talk more about Josh Taylor, man, because I didn't talk much about his eye, man, and I really wanted to get more into that. But anyway, we'll move this on. Marquis says, I haven't liked Robert Easter last two performances. Yeah, the last two performances been bad for Robert Easter Jr., especially that Rancis Bartholomew fight, man. That was a joke of a fight. But tonight's fight, man, like I say, the one criticism, if you know a lot about Robert Easter Jr., he still has not escaped what a lot of fans want to see him do. He still has not became this natural outbox. And I don't know if it's going to happen, man. I think he really got to work on them legs. I think it's like when he moving around, he tires himself out. So he has to get into that phone booth fight to kind of get himself back together. But it takes so much damage. And sometimes by doing it, you see, when he's boxing, sometimes it fits him good. Like until he slows down. And then he just gets into this back and forth mash and rumble. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. His father was trying to egg him on. Marquis says he needs a new trainer. I don't know, man. I don't know. Shakur is in the weird fight. Yeah, is that what it is? Yeah, the ladies boxing right now. Yeah, I'm about to go tune into that ESPN card tonight, man. I'm gonna get on that channel in a second, man. You say he in a weird fight. Shakur is in a weird fight, man. Fighting the brother of his so-called girlfriend or girl he dated or however it go, man. They say she in the military. She boxed herself, man. So it's a good, interesting backstory, man. We'll see how much, how I think, it's just good, something to sell a fight. You know what I mean? More so than anything. And they young, it's good for him. You know what I'm saying? It's good for him. But yeah, man, Robert Easter Jr., though, man, I don't know, bro. At 140, man, I don't know, fight fans. I just don't know. Look like my screen got stuck. I don't know what's going on, so I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. But if y'all can still hear my voice, I'm just going to finish this off and say, man, 140, Robert Easter Jr., he going to have problems. He going to have problems, man. And I don't see him beating any other champions at 140. He said in his post-fight interview, he wasn't calling anybody specifically out. When you hear fighters talk like that, you just like, whatever, man. You know what I mean? But he's not calling no one specifically out. They're going to probably put him on the slow track because his power ain't there. He's still not naturally fighting well on the outside yet. He can't sustain that for 10 rounds, nowhere near 12 rounds. You know what I mean? But hit that like button for the homie on the way out. I will be back up on here tonight to talk about the Shakur Stevenson fight, and we'll wrap it up with that one, man. But I got a freeze frame on my screen right here, and I don't know what's up, so I'm gonna leave it there. You dig what I mean? Enjoy the rest of the fights tonight, and come on back after the Shakur Stevenson fight. Hit the like button on your way out. To the next video. Peace out.